Hey, Don Thornton here. I'm going to talk to you today briefly about a big problem that most investors have, which is your homeowner here wants to sell his house for 180,000 and you want to get it 100,000 because you want to be able to flip it. And you right now, that's a gulf as big as this gap as big as the Mississippi, the Amazon. You're not going to swim over that. So but I'm going to show you how to be able to bridge this gap. Now, let me make sure that we understand where we're coming from here. Okay, this only works if you are dealing with a distressed seller. Okay, so if you're going to someone who has no problems at all, their life is wonderful, and they can wait till hell freezes over until they want to get their price, then nothing you do is going to get them to come down at all. Okay, so you can't worry about those kind of people. You're only going after distressed sellers, people that have to sell or motivated circumstances or forcing them to sell at a discount. Okay, but even then, that's not an easy nut to crack, and a lot of investors make that mistake, thinking because someone's in foreclosure or someone's getting a divorce, or maybe they're evicting a tenant and the property is a piece of crap. And I think, well, because they're distressed and they should give in to whatever I want. It doesn't work that way in real life. Okay, you have to make sure that you go step by step. Okay, so let's talk about how to get there. Okay, well, first of all, the big thing you got to remember is you got to get there in stages. Okay, you cannot jump from 180 to 100,000. It's not going to work. You have to. It's like you're dating someone, okay, or it's like you're trying to reach an agreement, but you can't go from A to Z in one big jump. Okay, so what you want to do initially is you want to see if you can get them if you can get them a little bit closer. So see if they're flexible. Tell them, okay, what if I offered you 170,000? Would that work? 160,000? Okay, so the first step is you want to get them to come down to a certain point. So let's just say, for example, that you've talked to them back and forth and they agreed to come down to 165. Okay, so now you've got this contract under you've got them to tentatively agree to you or to agree to give you a discount, and they'll sell it to you for 165. Okay, what do you do now? You're still $65,000 away from where you want to be. Take the contract. Okay, get the contract signed with them. Why is that important? Why you're saying, Don, what are you, crazy? You're gonna have me sign a contract for a price I don't want? I can't make any money on this. What are you talking about? There's a method to my madness. Just be patient here. You want to establish a relationship. This is taking a relationship to a new level. You're getting a contract signed. Now you are a buyer. They're going to take you more seriously, and you're going to have much more opportunities to talk, and so on and so forth. So, but here's the thing, okay? I want you to understand that you should not have any fears about signing contracts as long as you have some contingencies, okay? One is contingent on inspection. Okay, another one is contingent on partner approval, contingent on title. Okay, whatever. Okay, so I'm saying any contract you sign that has these escape clauses, you're fine. Sign the contract, okay? Why is this important? Because you want to do the inspection. Now, here's the thing. This is where you really bridge the gap, okay? You do your inspection. You can do either a home inspector or you can do it yourself, but it doesn't matter. What you want is you want to go through that house with a fine-tooth comb, and you're going to want to have three licensed contractors, okay, to get you estimates on how much you want. Okay, so this is where you're going to make your money. Okay, so when you go to back to them and you have you've done your due diligence, then what you can do is say, look, you know what? Here's the deal. we have discovered that there's all these things wrong with the property, and here's 3 licensed contractors who give me estimates on this. They're all ballpark, okay? So they're saying it's about $50,000. They say it's about $50,000 in repairs, okay? So, and here's what I do. I always do this. I have a platform that I use that has unlimited websites, and I make a website, a capture page or a landing page for one for the property, and I have the estimates. I put the PDFs on there. I put pictures of the damage. I put a copy of the inspection report if I use a licensed inspector. I put videos that I've done on it, a video inspection or whatever. So I am going to give them a mountain of evidence that states that, you know what, this property needs $50,000 worth of work. I am ready, sir, right now. I will buy your property at the $165,000 that we agreed upon if you do this, if you do the work. Okay, so I will. You do if you do the work, I'll buy it for $165,000. Okay, or if you, I'll buy it for $115,000, and then I'll do the work myself. But either way, $65,000 has got to be spent to get this thing to work. Okay, and then that way you're giving them a choice, and you're giving them explanations and reasons why that you feel like this the property is only worth X amount, but you're willing to put the work into it, and so on and so forth. Okay, so honestly, that is literally how you do it. It's that simple. Okay, so you're not going to get down maybe to 110, I mean for 100, but you're getting 1 to 15, and that's enough to probably to flip it. What I would do here is I would do an MLS flip. I get them to deed the property over to me, hopefully subject to if there's a mortgage on it or whatever, and then or seller financing if it's free and clear, whatever you can work out with them, or cash. You get your own financing sources. I teach people how to do that, and that's how you do it. Okay, so in a nutshell, that's very basic, of course. Contact me if you want to join my team of students, and I can teach you this for free. I don't charge any money for it, and I'll show you how to do this. Okay, but this is how you get from 180 down to the low 100s. Step by step to get you to the point where the seller is more likely to say yes than if you just go from 180 to 100 and you're probably gonna get no. Okay, so that's the lesson for today, grasshoppers.